My novel, Scarred with Fortune, is literary fiction. It is a story about an ordinary family and their extraordinary lives. I had put a lot of thought into my protagonist. The story spans 50 years of her life as well as the lives of her family. Although it is a work of fiction, it is based on similar events that took place in an era when being an unwed mother or a teenage mother was something to be ashamed of, something to hide and to shun. And so, although Fiona Layton found herself in the awkward position of a very young unwed mother, she was able to rise above it through some tough decisions and sacrifices, which paid off in the end. However, as she grew up, the secret that weighed heavily on her became lighter for her to bear over time, until she was faced with a challenging decision, a decision to reveal her secret at the risk of being rejected by the very child she tried to protect. This revelation not only invited an evil enemy into their lives, the lives of her family and her life, but it also tested the very character of the family and invaded their privacy. Fiona's son was raised from birth by the man she married to escape that shame of being an unwed mother. However, she never revealed to him the true identity of the father of her son. Her plan for her son was that he must never find out who his biological father truly was. She was successful in keeping her secret throughout the years, and her son, became a grown man and a brilliant doctor. Then, through a series of events, her son was endowed with a large inheritance, and her life, her son's life, and the lives of a family she never knew began to intertwine. And at the center of it all was a greedy, vicious, and I would say envious man who tried his best to discredit, attack, and destroy Dr. Macpherson and his family. Just short of a murder mystery, this story evolves into a series of criminal activities. And as the crimes were solved, a satisfied, grateful, and loving family emerged to face their unexpected future. This story came about because growing up in such an era, and knowing just how straight-laced society was back then, and being able to witness the trends in society today, prompted me to write this story. I have always been fascinated by the differences between societies of the past and societies of the present. And I wanted to write particularly this story because I had a friend who lost her life in her teens because she had only one choice. And the agony of it stayed with me for a very long time. I tried to inject, on the other hand, I tried to inject a bit of mystery into this novel. So what ultimately started out as an unfortunate incident ended up quite differently. I think readers would be pleasantly surprised by the outcome of this book.